Hey, it's Bob Sears again. Hey, again, I want to remind everybody to like and follow me if you can, because obviously that's the objective, is to keep sharing good information. I also still looking for a name. I know I had one person comment about he liked the name that I came up with, which is, I think, Driving Home with Bob in a Camaro after the gym, but I think that's a little long. So if you guys have any questions, comments, I actually want to talk about, what are you thinking? So we've been talking about decision making and mindset and different concepts and strategies along with that. And it's funny, people always want to be wealthy and successful, and whether you believe thoughts or things or not, it's funny the things that we think and the way we think, and then we question the results we get. And what do I mean by that? Like, I knew when I went online and started posting things on a daily basis, you're going to get people that, agree with you and people that disagree with you. I think I had someone put a meme that said, who cares, right? Like what I was talking about. And it amazes me, because if you say that, then you obviously care deeply, right? Because you actually took time, effort, energy to put something in there. And what I question is this: when you want to be successful, do you think about success in a way that's empowering or disempowering? So if you see a successful person, if you see a wealthy person, do you envy them? Are you jealous of them? Or are you excited and happy for them? Because one of the things that I learned early on was what one person can do, another person can do. And I repeat that a lot to myself. What one person can do, another person can do, because when you realize that they're leading the way, how can you get something, whether you believe in the power of the universe, thoughts or things, whatever you believe, that there's some, internally we always know that that's at some level it's right. We know that at some level the things we think come into our being, and the more we focus on the things that we focus on, we're going to get more of that in our lives. So here's what happens: you see a wealthy person, you see a successful person, and then you're envious and jealous of them. Well, do you think the universe is going to give you something that you're envy and jealous of? No, of course not. Why would it do that? It would go against the laws of nature. If it's trying to give you what you want, and you look at someone who's successful or wealthy and you're jealous of them, if you're envious of them, then the universe doesn't want to give you something that you don't want. Now, ironically enough, you say, well, but that's what I want. But then your thought process towards that isn't in congruency with what you really want, is it? So think about that. It's funny, there's so many, false premises when it comes to being wealthy or being successful, or that people who are wealthy you have to get wealthy, you're going to be like evil with somebody, or you're going to be a crook, or you're going to be a jerk, or all this stuff. And I learned a long time ago that money only makes you more of what you already are. So most of the wealthy people are extremely generous. I don't know how many times that I've met a successful person and had questions for them, and they would just answer me and do whatever they could for me. And ironically enough, that's not the general consensus of the people who are envious and jealous of them. They think they had to do something that, was not on par with what you should do, we'll say. For a euphemism, I guess, is the best way to say that. So understand that everything you think and believe is what you get. You are a mirror image of what you want, and that's the big challenge most people face. Is there's a lot of people in business I meet, they're trying to get a certain result, and they can't figure out why they can't get there. And they get the clients that aren't good, or that don't follow through, and they get they can't find the clients they want, and the clients they want, they say they're pains in their butts, and they don't do the things they're supposed to do and follow through. And then I ask, well, let me ask you this: do you always follow through? Do you always pay for the people that you want to work with? Do you always go out and make the investments that you're supposed to in your business? Are you devoted? Are you, making sure that you're doing the things that you need to do? And they start reflecting back, and literally reflecting back that, oh my goodness, I do the same things that my clients do to me. And I'm like, exactly. You're a mirror image. You will always attract the people that you're like. People who like each other tend to like each other, and it's a strange concept, where you end up getting the people and attracting the people that you sort of resonate with. And the reason you resonate with them is because you're doing the same things. When I ask people in business to really reflect on the clients that they have, I go, I'm just curious, is that sort of like who you are? And they'll go, oh my goodness, I've never noticed that. So it's just something to think about. But I welcome all the comments, I really do, whether they're positive or negative. I mean, but realize it's a reflection on who you are as a person. It's no reflection of me, and it's and that's the whole point. Everything in our lives is a reflection on us and what we do and how we think. So whether you believe that to be true or not, I want you to spend a little time asking yourself, well, is that true? Who am I? Who am I to say? And if you're spending time, casting shade, negativity on other people, that just goes back to you tenfold. And there's a thing called the scales of balance. And I don't think too many people talk about it. I guess maybe they do. I haven't heard it in a while. And when I bring it up, most people are like, what is that? The scales of balance, it says whatever we put out, we get back tenfold. That's the reason why when you plant a crop, you don't get like 1 ear of corn. You get, thousands of ears of corn, or 100 ear of corn, or 10 ear of corn on each plant, right? But you plant many seeds. And it's the same with us. The seeds that we plant, we sow. So if we're planting negativity, if we're thinking poorly, if we're criticizing people, well, that comes back to us. That comes back, but it doesn't come back just in one shot. It comes back tenfold. So think about that as you go to do the things you do, because it's extremely important that you're doing the things that you want to do and that are positive. So remember, folks, you're one decision away from creating the dream life you want. Make that decision count. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.